than that. And I think too, bringing in pleasure with the deeper mind and movement and body is really a powerful, the three together are like, it's like the triangle, it's the trifecta of really where I think women's magic lies. So anything that, you know, that is shared today, you know, I think for women to decide, does this make sense for me? And, you know, take it and run with it if it does, and then leave whatever doesn't. It's always like what resonates to you. I'm not sure about you and your work, but I think it was for me like a lot of trial and error of like what things were useful and not, and then going like, oh, I get to decide what makes sense. And then when I followed more of that at a soul level, at an intuitive level, I became more free and clear. So subconscious reprogramming was, I found it and realized I got more free and clear and faster, efficient, and you know, quickly than I had anything else with nutritional talk therapy. I think everything is stored in your mind and your body responds. That's the way that I think. And so when you tie the two together, which is why I like to bring dance and somatic movement after we do stuff with the mind, because I've been in spaces where we can move through the body for sure, and that releases, but you got to go home with this guy, you know? And so it's like, oh, that felt really good for that hour. Now I'm back to like the way of thinking that's like not useful for me. I like to tap in for women. Let's clear up, let's delete tabs in the mind of what's showing up around guilt, shame, blame, judgment, self-consciousness, unworthiness, not enough. I mean, I hear it all. And then we really get to like delete that. And then you get to dance more freely in your mind and body. So it's just, it's an incredible dance of this partnership, and then pleasure through that too for women that have experienced sexual trauma, many that don't even know they have. And when you can again release that, you know, body and mind are just so much more, you know, mobile and flexible, and just dancing through life so much more with ease and grace and power. Really, it's power. The word power, there's her in it, her, right? So we're here to, I think, unleash more than ever the power within. So that's kind of the work that I do with women specifically.
I love that. Awesome. Well, I'm down for some activation. I'm in all of my yoga things, so
Yeah,
I can move around
I got
and
my
just
cheetah
like
pants
be,
on. Let's go.
yeah, and just be flexible today. And you know, and I always love to share because I know I love that you work with a women audience, and my audience is everybody. You know, like if you're curious about this, you're welcome and you're here. And so I want to invite us also to like move beyond our body, and just like movement is for everyone. Something I was saying when you were hopping on is like a lot of folks that I work with or see when we're healing sex and we're healing our body, a lot of people I work with maybe are older, so their bodies have aged, their body is bodying differently, or they're just like disabled in some way. So it's like wherever you're at today, however you're going to receive this, move the way that your body lets you be in this moment. You know, there's no right or wrong way to be in your body. And I think that giving that intention is one way we actually do connect the mind with the body, because we're giving the mind permission to like stop thinking so much about like what we look like comparing to the other person. And I say this as someone who has to say this to myself all the time because I'm so uncoordinated. I'm taking a dance class on Thursday for like the first time in years, because all my friends are going essentially, and I keep getting the message of you have to go to this dance class because 3 different friends have mentioned it to me at this point. Anyway, so I say all of that about the body not bodying because I talk to myself. I like don't always feel good as a dancer, but I found so much reclamation and joy in movement. So I'm so glad that we met at an event called Move Joy that's all about movement. And so now we're gonna, yeah, just explore that. So share with us what you've got.
Let's go. Absolutely. Yeah, I'm gonna give you ways because yeah, it's not matter. I mean, even noticing right now, you know, the thoughts that come up, right? I'm not a dancer, I'm not coordinated, I'm not flexible, I'm not confident enough, but going, what are you waiting for? And so we're gonna start in the mind again, because everything is intention. You even brought to the intention, right? So even right now, if you're like, I can't even move my body, I'm not feeling well, or I'm not able to with my body, you know, our powerful minds, it all starts in the mind. So even right now, we're going to close our eyes for a moment, or you can gaze down, whatever's comfortable for you, and just notice your breath for a moment. Because here's the thing, your breath, you breathe, you don't have to tell your breath to breathe. I mean, imagine that being your job every day, have to tell it to breathe. I mean, we couldn't do anything else, right? It does it naturally, just like how when you were born, you know, if you were told you're a dancer, you'd believe it and you'd be like, cool, right? There wouldn't be any judgment or thoughts that followed. And so just notice that just like the breath, your body also is here to dance in your own way. dancing can literally be walking. Dancing can be just breathing. I mean, your breath is a dance. So we're changing the narrative already about what it means to be a dancer or to dance, because that's all just conditions programmings from experiences or lack thereof. But you are not lack, you are whole. And if you were on an island by yourself and someone told you to dance, that would feel more freeing than maybe being around others. That judgment could creep in, or own self-criticism or consciousness. So if we could leave it on the table just for a moment, and I want you just to see yourself in your mind dancing, dancing in the way that feels useful for you right now. That could be as you're brushing your teeth, moving your hips side to side. That could be bobbing your head in the car, something simple. That could be something bigger, like being in a dance class and moving in a way that feels useful and powerful for you. Where are you? And what is the expression of you as you're moving? Very smallly or big, you get to decide. And just see yourself moving and notice what you're wearing, and notice your hair, and notice your eyes and what they're doing as you're expressing yourself through this movement. And as you're seeing yourself, your mind has no idea you're not actually doing it right now. And that's the power of the mind. So we get to start right there. And if that feels like, I want to stay here, stay there. Just stay there and keep entertaining that experience in the mind. And if you're feeling called to start now moving the body a little bit with it, maybe something similar to the movie Real Happening in the Mind, or something different. Maybe you sway the chest, maybe you open up the chest a little bit wider, take up more space, opening up the back. Maybe you open up the palms and you reach the arms up. Maybe you flick out water from the fingertips, so you shake the head and hair. And just releasing energy and momentum. Movement creates momentum. And maybe you think about, there might be an animal that comes to mind that you want to represent this energy, of moving energy through. And maybe you want to tap into your more sensuality or sexuality, or more of your confidence, or more of your power. Maybe you want to place your hands on your body or bring them into the air. Even some neck rolls, releasing the chest, releasing the neck, releasing tension from the head. Maybe you want to tap places on the body with the fingertips, top of the head, back of the neck, shoulders. Again, you can shake it out, make it as aggressive as you want, or make it as slow, like a snake as you like, and fluid, like the ocean, and just breathe. Don't forget your breath. Inhale, exhale. And let's tap into that animal right now. Whatever animal is showing up for you, I want you to witness it and notice it, like it's dancing next to you in that scene in your mind. And you can keep your eyes closed or open your eyes. You can also get up if you'd like, get on hands and knees. You can just stay exactly as you are. Just stay completely still. You're just moving energy in the body. Every cell is going, thank you, thank you, thank you, as you're moving. Don't be afraid to touch your skin. Appreciate your body for what it is right now, because again, it's breathing without you having to even tell it to breathe. And that alone is a beautiful moment of appreciation, of gratitude. Breathe. And now there's going to be a color that comes to mind that represents this energy, this moving, this vibration in the body. Notice what color comes to mind, and let it swirl from the tip of your toes all the way to the top of your head as you reach your arms up. Inhale. See that color. Exhale, bring it through your whole entire top of the head, all the way to the body. Maybe bring your hands down like a waterfall is going all the way through your body to your toes. And then seeing that image of you again dancing in your mind. And maybe something's different now, where now you're dancing even bigger, or there's more people around because you're like dancing for yourself, also inspiring others for permission to play, to be in your power, to be in your presence. And you're seeing something changing in her or him. You're seeing maybe the outfit change, your hair change, your eyes change. And you're seeing that animal dancing next to you, and you're seeing that color as you breathe in, filling up that whole entire scene in the mind. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Exhale through the whole body. And I want you to do one movement that feels really good to you right now. That could be moving your hips side to side. That could be reaching your arms out wide. That could be reaching them up in the air. That could be moving your hair around or flicking your head right to left. Do something. Maybe tapping the chest. Some kind of movement, because this is a dance. Just you doing this light movement. And then inhale. Hold at the top. See that color. See that animal. See that image of you dancing freely in your power, play, presence. Exhale. Release the body. And just one moment of gratitude for this practice, this little activation, or big, or whatever it is for you. coming home to you, who you really are, for the world told you who to be. Thank you, thank you, thank you for reminding me, for remembrance of my alignment, of my power, of my pleasure, of my purpose, right here, right now. And just say thank you to the mind 3 times, whispering it, thanking the breath for showing up for you so you can move through that practice, and just roll the shoulders back a few times if you can. Any last energy, things that don't serve me, and bringing in more, because as we delete the tabs, we then bring more in, just like a dam being built from a beaver. The beaver has good intentions in the mind, but we get to break through the dam, so we get the water flow, the abundance flow, the confidence flow, the power flow, all of it flowing through your pleasure, through your practice of being you. And then taking your sweet, sweet time, whenever you're ready, coming back to your space, in place. Yes. Knowing that no one can take that away from you. And now you have this beautiful, quick activation that you can actually do in your mind, where you can bring to mind that animal and that color. Take a deep breath in, see that animal, see that color, and then exhale, send it all over the body as you think the word release. And that right there is just an activation for you to take with you again. Make the time and space for it. Add a reminder to your phone to bring in your animal and your color, because that's reminding you of who you are before the conditions and programmings. You're here right now. You're a fresh blank slate. If you were born right now, right here, what things would you do, entertain, experience, and just see what comes in the rest of the day of these moments, these ahas of what you've been holding back on and what you're ready for more of. I accept where I am and I'm eager for more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. More of me, permission slip for myself and for the world to be who I am. Thank you. So good. Yes. I don't know, regulate, taking the time, the space. So good. So
That
good.
was awesome. I loved what you said at the very end. I accept what I have. I'm eager for more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I loved that.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
was cool. What a cool experience. Thank you for guiding us through. I try to do a lot of what I do is so cerebral just in work. And so it's so nice to like pause in the middle of my workday and just do a movement activity. I love it.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What came, I mean, if you want to share what came up for you, or your color, or your
Oh,
animal,
my
or
color was
ooh,
amber. My animal was a cat,
love,
kind of like a bushy cat zipping around. A lot like beautiful fur. But the cat was like a grayish, but the color that came through was amber.
amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. And then too, for people that are like, again, I'm not a dance. I mean, we're gonna break through that for sure. But you can even take your animal and be like, okay, if you were 5 years old, right, and someone told you go be this animal, you know, then again, you'd be like, okay, and you wouldn't judge it. You would just like play around with it. And so even too, after this, you could even, or sometime, you know, schedule it out that I'm gonna take 5 minutes and be a cat, you know, and then how do they move? You know, you don't attach the word dance. You could just attach the word
Yeah.
expression, or whatever word is going to feel. We want to change the narrative of that. So if dance is feeling too like, you know, then pick a different word and explore that. Because again, all of it starts in the mind of how you're thinking about something. And so we get to dance with that in life. And again, the invitation that you're not alone when you're feeling these stucknesses around the word dance, or around that, even just moving your body or your relationship with your body, feeling comfortable in your skin. That's all from programs in the mind. And so I love to work with people, and we break that down. And at that, it just uses this burst of energy come through that you can like breathe deeper, you know? There was
Yeah.
so many
And
years of my
there were
life I didn't
times
realize
where
it.
I was like throughout the movement meditation that we did, where I was like breathing deeper and I was like blah, and then I had to work through a breath, and then yeah.
Yeah, we don't realize like how much breath we're not breathing. And again, that's also a lot of conditions. You know, I don't know if you've been, you know, but you've been told like suck in your belly, or like,
Yeah.
just certain things that you don't realize along the way that your breath has not expanded. You know, and then the yawning, yeah, again too, is like such a
I
subconscious
know, and you know,
thing.
it's always I always love to remind people yawning is a release, like when you've just released, because it'll happen a lot in sessions with clients where like they'll be like, I'm tired, or they'll start yawning at the end. I'm like, oh, it's because you're releasing, you know? So the fact that I yawned, I'm like, oh, good release happened. Like, it's not that you're bored or tired. It's actually the opposite. It's showing that your body's releasing,
Absolutely.
which I love. So as we close out today, any final thoughts that you have? Where can folks find you if they want to work with you? Anything
Yeah.
coming up you want to
Yeah.
share?
No, I just thank you so much. I would love to hear from people. I always give this invitation. It's so cool to see who takes it. Because again, I think action creates momentum, right? Movement creates momentum. So even just moving in your body, do not leave your home without feeling abundant. Meaning, if you're feeling any kind of lack before you leave your home, pause, do a little dance, be your animal, see your color, your animal, do move some energy through before you leave your home because people feel that, the world feels that your alignment is being like asked for so much right now. And so again, I think that big invitation to do not leave your home feeling lax. So whatever you got to do, jump up and down, get a rebound or a member of your play, your power, you know, whatever you got to do that, play some good music. And I think that, you know, people that are, again, I work with people that are accepting where they are, but they know they're here for more. They know they're here for more breath, for more experience, for more, they want to do big things in the world, at least for themselves, their family. And I'm so grateful I get to do this work to really unleash things quicker than, you know, you don't know what's possible until you experience something different. And so I just, again, leave them with going, check in with the things that you're doing in your life right now. And are they making sense to you? And really ask those questions, you know, is like talk therapy once a week really making changes in my life? Or is this workout really, am I really enjoying it and feeling benefit from it? You know, and maybe change up some stuff and try on something new. Your freedom lies in the trial error and to really experience what you're called to at a soul deeper level beyond what people are telling you to do and how to live your life. So I think those are the invitations, but I also would invite people to leave me a DM, a message on Instagram. So it's Mindfulness with Marielle. And I want to hear what your color and your animal was. I want to hear it and intend it with you because also intention grows. Like why I ask you, like, I'm going to think of Amber and Cat for you. I want that to grow together. What we appreciate appreciates. And when we come together and do that. So I invite people to send me a message of what that was so I can intend it for you and we can be in this dance through life together.
I love that. Yeah. And feel free to comment. Well, DM it to you. You can comment because we're going to be
Yes.
sharing this live as a collab post so everyone can do this again. Like if you want to do this movement activity, experience it again, just rewatch this video. And of course, I'm Nadezha Pleasure Science. Check out the Pleasure Science podcast on YouTube, Spotify, or Apple. We also have a bunch of amazing guided video journeys on pleasurescience.com about all the things from sexual communication to healing trauma, stopping self-sabotage, all the stuff. You can go to pleasurescience.com to learn more about that. And I'm so excited. This was wonderful. So this is going to live on our profiles now, and you can all just enjoy the benefit of this movement, mindfulness, pleasure-centered practice, because that's really the thing. I feel like so much trauma healing or healing social anxiety, all of this stuff, we kind of forget that you can do this in a way that's rooted in pleasure. And it doesn't always have to be rooted in forcing yourself or all of these other things. So
Absolutely.
anyway,
Thank you so
yay.
much. You're incredible.
So are you. Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.